What's up, my beautiful butterflies? It's the Awakened Butterfly, and I'm back with another video. If this is your first time coming across my channel, please stay for the entire video. And if you enjoy the content, please hit the like and subscribe button. How's everyone doing today? I hope everyone's taking care of themselves, mentally, physically, and spiritually. I feel so honored today to be able to present this video to you guys. Today we are going to be talking about sting operations as a questioning if it is gang stalking. A sting operation is a tactic that uses deception as a form of catching someone in the act of committing a crime. Unfortunately, law enforcement are able to um, act out on sting operations without even having enough evidence against someone. Um, and they do this in order to collect evidence on someone. So it's very unfortunate because sometimes the person is not committing a crime, and even if law enforcement is, even if they just feel that these people are up to no good, they will harass them sometimes for no reason. And sometimes they may find something wrong when they're doing this, but they wouldn't have never harassed these people if they were looking for something wrong, because they weren't doing anything wrong at that time, if that makes any sense. They play games with the parties that's involved in these situations, as in, turning them against each other, separating them and putting them in interrogation rooms, getting one to, expose the other. And once the one that they're getting to do all the exposing, they never put them in a safe situation. They just place them back into the same unprotected environment, whether it's jail or unprotected in jail, or back into their environment, their community, unprotected. And a lot of times this is in hopes of putting these people in harm's way. So, there's a lot of games that have been played in the past and still being played with sting operations. Um, Gang stalking, like I said before, is a legalized form of harassment. And the reason why I say it's legalized is because law enforcement would probably be the first one you would go to. Like, okay, let's say for instance, the reason why I'm saying gang stalking is legalized, because in order for someone to feel that they can get it to stop is to collect thorough evidence and present it to law enforcement. Well, unfortunately, law enforcement, the military, and the state is involved in sting operations. Well, gang stalking, as you would call it, it's actually the same thing. Majority of all gang stalking harassment is premeditated by the police, and they harass these individuals. Usually, the people that they use to harass you are usually people that have friends of law enforcement, related to law enforcement, or in a relationship with someone that works in law enforcement. It makes it easy for them to target you. They're used to harass and manipulate the target by referring to the crimes and harassment taking place as gang stalking. And this is what I was saying before. Once you realize this is gang stalking, it's not going to help you to go to law enforcement, because the victims are swayed into not accusing the police of gang stalking, because that is the tactic. I can't explain. It sounds crazy, but what I'm trying to say is, okay, by referring to these crimes and harassment as gang stalking, it won't be justified because law enforcement is behind the entire thing. That's what I'm trying to say. Sting operations are carried out as a form of gang stalking against targets. They can recruit as many members as they would like in order to help them with these operations. It doesn't matter. They can get as many people involved from the community, outside the community, anyone that they feel could help them in this situation. They can use them and recruit them. Normally, when people mention forms of gang stalking, they rarely ever mention sting operations. And that's because these individuals are probably involved with law enforcement and, behind the scenes. So if you're let's say for instance, you're discussing gang stalking with someone from that maybe works alongside the government, and you feel that you can trust them, but they'll never tell you that the government is behind all of this, and they actually know it because they work for them. This is a total distraction from the fact that law enforcement sting operations are intentional, and that law enforcement is indeed behind the gang stalking, and not only are they responsible, but they also fund, and they're also the funders and recruiters. So they're behind their entire situation with gang stalking, and that kind of makes sense because you would always wonder how someone was able to connect with your every move. How are they able to have access to all of this different, surveillance and different devices in order to track you? And what would be a better organization than law enforcement to have all these things? These are the things that they use on a daily basis anyway. Even retired police officers and apartment managers can sometimes be a part of these situations. Like if your apartment is bugged or a part of a sting operation, and you're wondering how these people are able to maybe enter your home or do anything illegal with your apartment, it's probably because they've already got permission from your apartment manager, who's already aware of this. The stalkers involved in these sting operations are paid. Not only are they paid, they also get other benefits, like homes that were, they get free homes sometimes that were seized by law enforcement from these sting operations. They also get perks like never getting arrested no matter what they do. They also sometimes receive high-paying jobs, just different perks and benefits for harassing people. The 1970s, law enforcement and their harassers would use sting operation tactics, such as street theater and staged crimes. They would use police officers as photo doubles, and they would use the stalker to take photogenic photos near the double, and they would use those photos to frame the target individual as a pedophile. So a lot of these crimes that people are being accused of, they're not actually committing them. They're being put in unfortunate situations by law enforcement. And a lot of the times it's hard for people to believe that because they take their time and stage these scenarios and collect this evidence to make it look like the person is guilty, when in all actuality they're not. They're just targeted. In the 1970s, the term gang stalking didn't exist. Instead, they were using sting operations instead of the word gang stalking, but it was still highly associated with the same type of harassment, just a different name. It was still the same tactics being used. Just instead of it being called gang stalking, it was called sting operation. And I was fully unaware of that, and it all makes sense now. They were also responsible for the prostitution stings. And if you remember, I was telling you in my other video about how they use the prostitutes to manipulate their clients into getting information. The Black Widow tactic. Um, when they do these things against the prostitutes, it's when they maybe don't want to be a participant in the Black Widow harassment anymore, or don't want to participate at all. Because I know a lot of people are like, well, if these people are going to jail for these things, how are these people not being punished for it? But the thing is this: they have the same people that they punish. They have people out there doing the same thing as these people in order to harass other people. So it's just one big contradiction. They will also set up websites designed in order to collect a bunch of targeted individuals into one forum where they're discussing maybe different experiences that they've encountered, or different situations they've gone through and what they've done about it, and what they recognize that the harasser is doing to them. They will make fake websites like this just to draw in target individuals so they can have more information to surveillance and harass them. The FBI is also most definitely involved, but they're involved in bigger operations than, the only difference is they're involved in bigger operations than local police officers. And they actually, it takes them a little longer because a lot of the times, I'm not saying that everyone that gets in trouble for a crime didn't commit it, but I mean, in a lot of these cases, a lot of people didn't commit these crimes, and as with the FBI, they go through more lengths to really make the crime a reality, whether it was committed or not. I mean, they try and collect as much evidence as possible. They collect their evidence before they come forward. Unlike local police officers, they conduct sting operations in order to collect information. Once you are a target I feel that once you are a target who now experiences these things, you're no longer a target, you're a victim of it. And it doesn't mean that, a lot of people are standing strong against this, because there are more people standing strong against this stuff more than ever now. But, I just feel that, you're targeted when they're placing when they're premeditating the plan. And I feel like once they've acted the plan, out on you, and you've experienced negative results from it, you are now a victim. Doesn't mean that they can continue to do these things and you're not going to be aware of it, but you are a victim at that time. It's just an opinion, guys. Yeah, so I feel that we all knew from the start that law enforcement was behind gang stalking, and it's very unfortunate, like I said, because there are a lot of people out there that are getting false evidence planted against them and being charged with crimes that they most certainly didn't commit, and it is all because they're not willing to participate in harassment against others, or any other thing that's been held over their head by someone of a higher authority. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to post a video down in the description of a sting operation that I feel that was a little over the top, like something that was very obvious to someone that knows what's going on. But just look at it, guys. I just want you guys to look at it, because before I knew this information, I was totally looking at um, sting operations in a totally different way. Like, as far as overall, I think you guys know what I mean. But yeah. So I love you guys. Make sure you check that video out. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. You guys show me some love and support. I would also love if you guys get active down in the comment section. Your thoughts and opinions mean a lot to me. And yeah, continue to take care of yourselves mentally, physically, and spiritually. And until the next video, guys, peace and love.